Well, hello there, everyone. It is John C. Morley here, Sir Entrepreneur. It's great to be with you on Inspirations for Your Life. This is Saturday. I know we're actually on Sunday. It's been a little crazy with everything that's been happening. So again, I just want to thank everyone for joining me for the very first time. And if you're here the first time, that's great. And if you're coming back, I definitely want to say welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back. Do appreciate everyone that does come back and values the content that I put out there. So, with it being Saturday, this is Saturday's show. It's really Sunday now, but this is Saturday's show. And we've got a pretty amazing show for you guys, which we'll get to in just a moment. But by the way, if you're thirsty, I have my little healthy drink, which is the 2 tablespoons of molasses. And I've got my tea bag in there. And it's very, very healthy for you. All right, so let's get off to the show. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, if you're thirsty or you're hungry or whatever, feel free to go grab something and come on back to the show so we can kick it off. I always promise to get these shows out to you before my head hits the pillow. All right, guys. Don't forget to check out believemeachieve.com if you have not done that. Again, after the show, you can definitely do that. All right. So without any further ado, let's get and kick this show off. All right. So welcome to Inspirations for Your Life show, the power of motion lessons in continuous growth. This is series 4, and this is episode number 47. Again, it's series 4, show 47, and episode number 1, momentum and motivation. And of course, you know, I am the host, John C. Morley. I'm also a serial entrepreneur. I'm an engineer, marketing specialist, video producer, podcast host, coach, graduate student, and a passionate lifelong learner. And it is my privilege and, of course, my pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, to be with all of you here on the Inspirations for Your Life show. So thank you very much for being here. All about the power of motion and the lessons we're talking about. So that's really key, guys, to understand, you know, what's going on. So really happy to bring this topic to you. Hello, everyone. And again, welcome back to another powerful episode of the Inspirations for Your Life show. It's the daily source of motivation designed to empower you to move forward with purpose and passion. And I do want to thank you for coming back. And I know there's lots of shows you can watch. So thanks so much for being here and being part of this show and helping us grow. We're actually going to be ending our fourth year very soon and starting our 5th year on January 1st, 2026. So really excited about that. And, you know, I'm someone who truly believes in lifelong learning, if you didn't know that, passionate and creating impact in our world, both in life, that's personally and digitally. If you're ready to harness unstoppable momentum, elevate your results, and fire up your motivation right now, you're in the right place, exactly the right place. So tonight or today's master topic is all about the power of motion, lessons in continuous growth. That's the one for the week. This is a celebration of progress, real tangible daily action, and it builds you into the leader and visionary that you're, well, meant to be. So I want you to know this isn't just another podcast episode. This is your blueprint for lighting up your potential and turning inspiration into lasting achievement. Okay. So I think that's a very, very important thing to understand. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump into the show and the segment, which is all focused about momentum and motivation. Each lesson is a practical insight you can run with starting right now. So let's break this together and share it with you. So number 1 is start small, but move consistently. Every journey begins with a single step, but what really matters is that we keep stepping day after day after day. Progress isn't about giant leaps, guys. It's the compound effect of even the tiniest, most manageable actions, repeated relentlessly. Your first move sets the stage for everything else. And I think that's something that a lot of people miss, that we're talking about the first stage. And the first stage is something that maybe you don't quite get. but I want to tell you that it's something that you should definitely understand. All right, that's important for me to tell you. You should definitely understand this and know why. Number two, guys, every movement generates feedback. Motion isn't just about doing, it's about learning. Each action that you take brings, well, you valuable information, revealing what works and what needs fine tuning. Listen closely to that feedback. It's your key, your gold map for continuous improvement. So many people miss it because, they've got other noise going on in their head and they miss it. Number three, guys, very important, and that is energy flows where attention goes. I've said this once before. Energy goes, where the attention goes. Energy basically flows where the attention goes. So focus your thoughts, your efforts, and your heart on a clear target and watch your energy flow straight there. Intention acts as a magnet, drawing opportunities and ideas into your world. Make sure your goals are where you put your energy. I think that's something that a lot of people don't quite understand, but this whole world is a karmic, energetic world. And if we don't understand that from the get go, we're going to have so many problems in life. I mean, a lot of problems, not just one problem, but I mean a multitude of them. Number four, guys, break inertia with micro actions. When you feel stuck, don't wait for a burst of motivation. Just commit to one tiny action, no matter how small. I gotta have some more of this delicious drink. Really good, guys. So that's all that you need to break inertia. And once you're moving, momentum takes over. I think that's important to realize. Number five, momentum compounds with repetition. Motion creates more motion. Success is born in the act of repeating effective behaviors. The more you show up, the faster and easier progress becomes until results feel almost inevitable. All right. Number six, action beats overthinking every single time. Ideas are important, guys, but taking action is what you get results on. So don't let analysis paralysis freeze you into a corner or oblivion that you can't do anything. Decide right now, act, refine, and forward momentum is produced by action, not endless planning or procrastination. I know so many people that do that. They think they're doing something and they look busy. And just because you look busy doesn't actually mean that you are busy, but you try to play like you're busy so it makes you look good to other people. Number seven, acceleration happens after stability. It's not about going fast before you're ready. First, find your balance, your systems, your routines, then push the pace. Speed without stability only brings chaos. Number eight, small wins sustain drive. Celebrate every accomplishment. No matter the size, each victory keeps your motivation alive and sends your confidence soaring, fueling bigger achievements next time. And I think that's a really important thing for us to digest and to maybe break apart is, how does that even work? Like, how do we even do that? It comes down to this whole concept of, what we're actually doing. And so what we're actually doing is we're making a very, very big change in our lives. And I think that change is something that a lot of people like they don't understand like why it's happening, but all they know is suddenly they're hit by this change. And this change that they're hit by is causing them to be, well, unfortunately, flabbergasted, and they don't know like what they're supposed to do about it. And what they're supposed to do about it is to understand that, again, guys, this is about your life. This is about being present in the moment. But I know so many people that are not present in the moment. It happens. And so when we talk about this, it really can affect your life. I mean, I think that's something that a lot of people Like they just don't understand that these changes can make a great big difference in your life. So, pay attention to these changes, guys. They are really, really priceless. All right. So, thinking about how this all works can be a challenge for so many people out there. I mean, so many people. Like, it's not that things are going the way they shouldn't be going. It's that they're getting you, how can I say, that they're basically getting you into a way that is confusing. And so with this, we get stifled. We can't move forward. Number 9, guys, is motion requires direction, not perfection. When you get in your car, you have to know what direction you're going in. If you do, guess what? You'll get there. If you don't, well, you're going to be lost. Perfection, right? It's not about perfection. Don't wait for circumstances to be exactly the right way. There's never going to be a perfect time, a perfect day, a perfect moment. Get moving and adjust your course as you learn. Precision comes from progress, not perfectionism. I think a lot of people don't understand that whole concept that it's not about perfectionism. Okay. That's an important thing that a lot of people should understand, but yet they don't understand it. And the reason they don't understand it is that they're actually getting lost in this. They're getting lost in this whole. I'm going to say they're getting lost in this whole place. And the place is about, what happens, why things are going a certain way. And if that's important, then maybe you can understand things, a different way. And so by saying that, you can actually have now more of a perspective about how things happen. Remember when I said to you guys before that life happens based on your projections, okay? It doesn't happen by what's there. It happens by what you put out in your energy. Number 10, motivation fades. Discipline sustains it. Motivation kicks off the journey, but discipline is the engine that keeps you rolling. Even when your inspiration dips, we build routines that carry you through the toughest days. Number 11, guys, every pause invites reflection. Rest and reflection are not a break from motion. They're part of the process. Use your pauses to assess, refuel, and come back sharper than you were before. Number 12, guys, track progress visually. What gets measured gets improved. And guess what, guys? If we can't measure something, we can't improve it. So we have to make sure that before we want to change something, we have to figure out how we're going to measure something. That is really key. So use visuals, charts, journals, checklists to see your motion in living color. Watching your growth keeps you on fire. And that's important. Align purpose with energy output. When your why is clear, your energy multiplies. And I think that's something that a lot of people, again, don't want to admit, because the people that aren't doing this are the ones that are literally, you know what they're doing, guys? They're procrastinating. They're absolutely, absolutely procrastinating. And so if they're procrastinating, then I feel that that's something that is it's definitely gonna stifle you guys. It's definitely gonna stifle you, and it's gonna put you into a place that you don't want to be. So, connecting your actions to a greater purpose and knowing that you'll naturally move with the intensity and the passion toward that direction, right? Keep taking consistent steps every single day. Number 14, don't confuse rest with quitting. Taking a break isn't the same as giving up. Use rest as a tool for longevity, not as an exit ramp. Even world-class performers pause and reset. Number 15, guys, direction correction is growth. If you find yourself off course, don't beat yourself up. Everyone gets off course once in a while. You can make the correction, course correction. When you make a course correction, it's not a failure. They're proof that you're committed to reaching your target, your best destination. So when you see something that's not in alignment, tweak it, make a change. Number 16, move faster by focusing narrower. The more focused your actions are, the greater your velocity becomes. Don't try to do everything at once. Pick your lane and make progress there in it. Number 17, consistency outperforms bursts. Anyone can work hard for a day or two, but steady, consistent effort is what drives greatness. Be visible to your goals every single day. Number 18, feed motion with rewarding loops. This is key, and successful people do this every day. Design habits that reward you emotionally or tangibly for taking the action. Rewards fuel habit, and habit powers continuous progress. Number 19, the first step reshapes possibility. Just moving that first inch redefines what's possible for you. Progress always starts with a single committed act. And that's something a lot of people don't realize, is that progress is out there, but the reason that you don't get there is because you're trying to like shortcut things. You're trying to do things without the corners, right? You're trying to do without corners. And I think, the only place that really makes sense, is we don't cut corners is Wendy's, right? But all the other places, and I'm not a fast food person, they use it as a marketing play, right? The burger doesn't taste any better because it has a corner on it. Other than Wendy's, I've never had a burger that has corners on it. We don't cut corners, but burgers are always round, but they did this as a marketing tactic. Number 20, purpose gives motion durability. That's a very important statement. One, I think that, again, most people don't understand, most people don't realize. The stronger you connect your actions to something bigger, the longer you'll endure challenges. Purpose builds staying power. Number 21, transform friction into traction. Where others see obstacles, see opportunities to build momentum. Lean into challenges and use them as stepping stones. Number 22, re-engage after setbacks immediately. Don't wait to get back in the game. So many people do, like, oh, I got to wait for a perfect moment, a perfect time. There is no perfect moment. There is no perfect time. Just get off it and do it now. Every hiccup or failure is a chance to start fresh. Immediately turn setbacks into comebacks. Number 23, measure by momentum, not milestones. While goals are important, what really matters is that you're moving. Let momentum be your true metric of success. Number 24, keep your why visible. Put reminders of your purpose where you can see them every single day. Posters, screensavers, notes, visibility leads to accountability so that you keep yourself on track. Number 25, guys, the still moments recharge velocity. Don't underestimate the power of silence and stillness. Use quiet time to refuel, dream, and strategize. Number 26, momentum thrives on clarity. Know exactly what you want, and when your vision is clear, your motion becomes unstoppable. Number 27, guys, shift speed according to the stage. So many people I know rev into the next speed, but there is no reason to change speeds because they don't actually have, well, a concrete purpose for doing so, right? Not every phase of the journey is meant to be fast. And I told you a secret a while back. If we want to take life slower, we need to start living in the moment. We need to stop the autopilot nonsense, and we need to have variation. Like when I do the casts, I sometimes do them outside. That helps life be longer. Know when to sprint and when to pace yourself. Number 28. Forward isn't always fast, guys. I know we were taught in school that forward is fast, But I have to tell you something, it is not fast. In fact, it's slow. It's a time when we need to pay attention to things. That's the whole, guys. Progress is sometimes measured in inches, not miles. Value every moment and movement forward, no matter the pace. Number 29, guys. Build flow by removing friction. Right? I gotta have some more of this delicious tea and this 2 tablespoons of this blackstrap molasses. Very delicious, guys. Identity is important, but identify and eliminate obstacles in your process. Streamline, delegate, automate. Less friction means more flow. So let's, get rid of the friction we don't need. We need certain friction, like to walk. If we didn't have friction, we couldn't walk. So let's keep just enough friction so we can have the appliance, the process, the procedure work, but let's not have it that it's choking it, okay? Number 30, motion sustains self-beliefs, okay? Every action you take, no matter how small the action actually is. And I think that's something, again, that a lot of people don't realize. They don't realize that it happens that way. And I tell you this because it can get you totally, it can get you totally distracted about what's happening in your life. And although that sounds like something that's not really a very, very, big deal, I want to tell you guys something. It's something that is very, very important to understand. Okay? I mean, very, very important. Because if you don't understand this stuff, okay, then again, you're going to have a problem. And that problem is going to be all about one thing. You know what that one thing is? The one thing is that you need to understand what is going on and why things are going on a certain way. I mean, it's a very, very important thing to understand. But again, a lot of people just don't seem to get it. They don't. And so if they don't seem to get it, how do you make a change in your life? How do you take something from point A to point B? It becomes very daunting, guys. So no matter how small, what we're doing reaffirms and allows us to identify as an achiever. See, motion isn't external. It rebuilds belief in yourself. And I think if we can understand that phase, that piece, okay, I think that's the key, guys, to allow us to make differences in our lives, okay? That is the whole key. That makes the difference in our lives, all right? I mean, that's just like how it works. I mean, there's no if, ands, or buts about that. It's exactly how it works. And I can tell you that it has to do with what is going on and how people are perceiving things. That's the real bottom line. And so if we can understand that, then we can obviously make a change in our lives very, very easily. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for tuning into this episode of the ever popular Inspirations for Your Life show with me, John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. I want you to remember something. Remember, change begins with the very next step you take. Start small, keep moving, and let momentum build the future you know that you deserve. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to also invite you to stay inspired, to stay in constant motion. And until the next time, please keep believing and keep achieving. You see, our lives actually go from one point to another point when we believe in ourselves. Sometimes we want others to believe in us, right? But when that happens, we may not get the belief right away. And if we don't get it, you know what happens? We decide, oh, you know what? I'm not worthy. I'm not this. I'm not that. And you should never, ever put yourself down like that. But I know people that do it every single day, all because of what's going on. And the what's going on is the fact that um, people are not staying in the moment, right? Momentum and motion are key. We can't do something today and then stop tomorrow because, oh, I'm tired. Don't do 25 things tomorrow. Just do 10. If you do 10 today, do 10 tomorrow. Keep doing 10. Even if it's 3, stay on your motion, stay on the momentum every single day. Don't take a holiday. That is key, guys. I invite each and every one of you to visit me at believemeachieve.com. On my link tree, you're going to find so much information. You're going to find short form content, long form content where you can rewatch this show and other shows. You're going to find articles, my reels. And I think by this, you're going to be able to say, you know what? I didn't know that was what he said in the show. It'll click. And that's why going to believemeachieve.com is amazing. And by the way, it's available, I don't know if you know this, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. We never, ever take a vacation. That's pretty impressive, I know. So you can find more motivational resources and, of course, the podcast and all the great stuff I told you by going to believemeachieve.com. And, like I said to you, you might decide that, there's a show you want to watch. You can search it and find out what you want to watch. You can find out what episode. So the way we do this is every single week. So we have Series 4, which means that we're in basically Series 4, which is our 4th year. We're on the air. And this happens to be a certain series show number. So the show number for this show is show 47. And the episode number is episode 1. I thank you so much for joining me. And remember, guys, the momentum and your success will only be possible when you keeping on, like the little book, the little engine that could. I hope you have a great rest of your evening, and I hope that you remember the key to your success is continued motion. And that, my friends, will make the difference. Have a great one and be well, everyone. Take care.